Good morning, my friends. Today we continue on our micro-learning on preparing for the holidays with self-care. We talked about celebrating and using celebration as a tool to keep our spirits up, to keep our teams and ourselves in momentum as we hit different milestones in projects, in some of the goals that we're looking to attain as a team or individually. And we also talked about scheduling your self-care. If you put it on your calendar and keep it as if it were a doctor's appointment, you're not going to let it go when you get to the day when you see it on your calendar, and it will be such a welcome surprise when you find it. No matter where you are in the middle of your day or your week or your month, when you find that scheduled self-care little space you created, it's going to make a huge difference for you. And I want you to know, by the way, that you don't have to have some elaborate massage planned for yourself. It could be as simple as putting on a 20-minute exfoliating or hydrating mask that you can grab at your local beauty supply, or you could order on Amazon or any other outlets that you use for doing your ordering. It could be as simple as that. And I use that often, especially when I'm in the pressure cooker trying to deliver on a deadline. So today, I want to talk to you about another way in which you can create more self-care during the holidays so that you can actually enjoy the holidays. And that is to keep it simple. What do I mean by that? Keeping it simple means removing things that you don't need to do, delegating those that you can because someone else can do them as well, or outsourcing them. So let me break that down for you. How do you delete and remove things that from your list? Raise your hand if you don't have enough things on your list already. I mean, we all have a packed schedule. So how do we delete things from our schedule is by looking at what is essential, what needs to get done for the holidays, and what doesn't. In the past, you may have had the luxury of having more time, or maybe not having to worry about the kids at home, schooling from home. We are in a very unique environment right now. I think we have to kind of lower our expectations around what people are going to get when they come to our gathering or our get-together or our dinner. So with that said, remove things that are not essential, and you know what those things are, but be cognizant of it. Be intentional. Create a list and cross off things that don't need to get done. The other way to continue to keep it simple is to, once you're left with a longer list, delegate things that other people can do with you or for you. In other words, there are things that only Ginny can do. In the case of my book, I'm the only person who can create the content for my book. But once I dictated my content, I can pass along the chapters that I dictated to my virtual assistant, and she can look through it, remove things that are extraneous, and then when I get it back, I can continue to edit, but she's already done that first pass of editing. That is something that she can do, and I can do it as well. But it will save me time if she does that for me first, and then I go in and I continue to do my editing. So what about you? What are the things that you can delegate that are on your list that your partner, your children, somebody in your sphere of influence can take care of? And guess what? When you ask them for support, you will be allowing them to contribute to you. And don't you feel good when you help a friend, when you help somebody? You typically do. You're giving them a chance to contribute to you when you ask for help. So that's the delegating part. And then finally, outsourcing is close to delegation, but it's actually even more intentional. This is where perhaps your shopping, if you're used to doing your own shopping, you think about, how can I outsource the shopping? Where you create your list and the supermarket can do the shopping for you and bring the groceries to your place, or have you just swing by and pick them up, or maybe you can delegate that function and have someone in your household swing by and pick it up. If you have teenagers who drive now, this would be a perfect time to put them to good use in terms of helping around. And also, by the way, when it comes to delegation, Many of us are coddling our teenagers and our young adults. They're no longer children that we need to pamper all the time and hold their hands for everything. We sometimes minimize what our children get to do around the house. And it's time, perhaps this is the perfect time during the holidays, to help them pitch in as well and feel like they're more part of the community and contributors to your internal home community. So take a look at these ways in which you can keep it simple by removing things from your list, delegating some of those tasks that other people other than you can also do, and outsourcing some of the things that end up on your list so that you can create more peace and harmony. And so we will continue for the rest of this week on the topic of how to create more ease and flow during the holiday season so you can actually enjoy them and not be all stressed out and overwhelmed. If you want to join our community, I welcome you to visit executivebound.com and download our 10 emotions to feel more empowered every day, and you will receive weekly strategies and tools that I share with my community. And if you want to sit down with me on a private complimentary strategy session, you can do that at callwithginny.com. I'll see you next time. Bye.